So Sam from Soundbite North East, and welcome. Again, we're at backstage at Euphony Festival, and today, just off set, we have...
And credits.
There we go. And do you want to introduce yourselves?
Fine. My name's Cameron. I'm the singer. I do autographs. These just come up when I need them. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm the frontman, Cameron.
I'm Eddie. I'm the drummer. I am producer.
Sometimes it's alright.
I'm the four-string thing. Apparently, I'm Blaze. I have the backbone and the rhythm section down with this guy as well. So
There we go.
we keep him right, pretty much.
Honestly, yeah, pretty much.
It's cool. So you've just come off the set. So how did it feel after that performance coming off stage?
Very warm. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm warm, wet, sweaty.
There we go.
That was the way I would describe the set, to be honest.
The sound was pretty good as well, to be honest.
There's like energy in the room. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like, it was, yeah, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll put it to my hair when you said, like, I realised I don't have any.
Yeah, mate.
When you prepare for a set like this, what goes into choosing the songs you're going to play?
He turns around to me and he goes, "Yeah, Eddie, what's the set list?" And then I just pull it.
Yeah, literally, like, mate, like, we were like, right, we need a set list. We just go, I do.
Yeah.
And and then we expect him to print them out and everything. And he's just like, when he comes and he hasn't made the set list. There's times we've come at gigs and we'll be like, what are we playing?
Yeah,
And we just go,
I haven't practiced for like 3 weeks or so.
yeah, but literally we practice by playing gigs at this point. I don't know why, we're just terrible, terrible musicians.
Usually, like rotation of like we have a few set songs we play every gig, but then we'll rotate in and out. If it's like a smaller venue, maybe put a couple of the quieter ones in. If it's a big venue, put some of the like heavier ones in. That's how we try and do like start and end well. And then if we have like a new song, put it in the middle or something like that.
Depends what band we're playing with as well, because if we're like got a gig booked and it's like a 3-band lineup or something, and we know the other 2 bands are like relatively quiet, and we'll put our quieter songs in. But if we're playing with like a metal band supporting us or something, then we'll like try and like put our heaviest stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. I love how Eddie said we when it was him. It's him who picks the set list.
And when you play the songs live versus being like recorded, does it give them a new lease of life, or is there any difference that you find coming?
We get told that like we're best live, like our songs are the best live, and like some people say that our studio songs aren't of the same atmosphere, but the different settings are, and they're like, I like music listening like in headphones, so I like to sit down and listen to things, but it'd be good to like try and really capture how we play live, because that seems to be the most appealing thing for people. They're both separate entities, you know what I mean?
We've changed a bit since we wrote our first album, and like so we play our songs a bit different now, each like in our own like sort of weird way, compared to like a couple of years ago when we recorded it. We're also missing a member. Our rhythm guitarist dropped out like 2 years ago or something, so we're just like trying to fill the space, the sound. And then we've got Eddie's dad on the keyboard, which helps us a lot.
Saying that though, like we get told as well, the other compliment we get is we sound massive for a 3-piece. And yeah, we had Sai today play keys, but even when we don't have keys, like we played a gig in Peckham, London last weekend, and like that was the main compliment. Everyone was like, how do you just sound so big? Yeah. And I don't know, like I think mainly down to Blaze, because Blaze fills so much of the space. When you're a 3-piece, that's the main thing. Yeah, and tones. I love a good fuzzy tone, do you know what I mean?
And you noticed, you just mentioned about playing in London. Is there a difference between northern crowds and southern crowds?
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, all of our like fan base is from where we come from, so it is weird playing like we played Stockton last year in a place called the Ark, and that was like a 600 capacity, and we sold that out. Well, we stopped letting people in, so it was max capacity. And then we go down to London. Obviously, it's such a big city, but then we have like 30 people like sit watching us, which is great. Obviously, like we're expanding our like fan base, but it's still...
We were laughing because all the people that we brought to the gig are like friends of mine from when I used to live in London, and literally like any of the lad mates I had were busy, so literally it was just all girls that came to the gig.
I was going to say, like, the people of London, I think, can be a bit, like, hit and miss when you bump into someone, but the crowd that comes to the gigs always seems to be proper nice. Like, every gig we played in London, you just seem to attract, like, a really nice crowd of people, so...
Yeah.
I'm from London, so, yeah. I agree, they can be hit and miss. Cool. For Festival, obviously playing Euphony today, how important is it to be kind of have these festivals in the local region?
Oh, I think it's like massively important. Like Millie, who's organised the day, bless her, like she's organised it all herself. She's booked all the bands, like picked the venue, picked the promotions, and all this and that. Like honestly, hats off to her, amazing work. But like she's been stressing because it's not sold as well as she might have wanted to. But honestly, I think it's just down to the scene at the minute. Like it just feels like nobody has any money. Like I've spoke to people being like, oh, like would you say like we're in a bit of a recession? Not just musically, just general life. And like some people say yes, some people say no. But at the end of the day, when people can't afford to come at gigs, then people that work the gigs can't afford to live. My mum's a hairdresser and she's really struggling for work right now because people can't afford haircuts. But then like they can't afford haircuts because they're not getting paid enough or they're paying too many bills. But then my mum's not getting paid. It's this vicious cycle.
Yeah. And then I'd like to say that, especially like the younger generations coming, the effort isn't there.
It's like a hesitancy to see new bands, because they don't necessarily know what they're going to get. Or
Yeah, precisely.
I'll
Like
put it down to the individual as well, because a lot of people won't go to like a gig or something like or an event by themselves if like some of the friends aren't going. So then it just takes away. Like I don't know. All I'll say is don't be afraid and get yourself out there. Meet new people on the way. So
The thing is that you get people who do keep putting these on despite all that stuff you've talked about. So it's always the case that if people keep putting them on, putting the events on, it's going to be someone's first time every time. There's always going to be someone who's never been to one before. So it keeps, as long as there's always someone to put an event on, I think like that's the positive of all the negative.
precisely. And then another thing as well, like that London gig we did, right? The promoters trying not to pay us. And we splashed out nearly like £200 in total to go and play at like 30 people. So it goes both ways. Like nobody's winning. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'd love to make loads of money playing, but we don't. But we do it because we love it. Do you know what I mean? We don't do it because we want to get paid. We do it for beer.
I've had a game.
We love
beer.
It's cool. I'm joking.
There you go. And looking back on the performance today, obviously there was a string breakage as well.
Oh man, right, I mean it happens every gig. I swear.
So you're used to this.
Normally I have spares, but I didn't have any today because I cannot afford any.
Luckily, the fella from the band,
previous band,
before us, and they like helped us out a little bit.
It cost me a kiss, like, but I think he enjoyed it.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. And cool. Obviously today, for anyone that's watching this and thought, I've not had a chance to see that, or how do you describe your music?
We were once told by Soundwave Festival, we sound like if Jim Morrison meets Tame Impala and the drummer from Tool walked in. So take that as you will. It's a psychedelic rock, maybe dark psychedelic rock, but it's kind of hard to pinpoint, to be honest.
All right. I mean, we're working on a bunch of new material now, and hopefully within like this upcoming year or even the next coming year, we'll have a new album dropped. So all the
people put in a gear, like.
Well, we need to put a lot of time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears and all that.
Show up to practice for a start.
Say that there. So I was going to ask, what's next? So you've got the music coming out. Any more gigs lined up at the minute?
I don't think we have any gigs in August. We occasionally play at Billingham Catholic Club, but we don't really advertise it. That's where we first played, and we do it for the regulars there mainly. Other than that, in August, maybe. We've got a gig in September at Disgraceland. The date's yet to be confirmed. That's in Middlesbrough. And then also the following month, we're playing Twisterella at Henry Carden's Festival.
3rd of October.
Is it 3rd of October? Yeah. And then after that, I think Hartlepool's doing their first local festival. We're playing that in November. As for out-of-town gigs, nothing booked so far. I've been a busy bee. It's normally me that does the bookings, but when I get the ball rolling, hopefully I've some more out-of-town bands. I'm sure Millie will have us on again at some point, maybe at one of the smaller venues.
Is there anyone on later that you're looking forward to?
For me, well, these two have to shoot off, unfortunately, but I'm going to stay all day. There's a band called Ettle from Manchester. Literally, like, I found them on Instagram, and like every song they've released, I'm just like, wow, this is awesome. Like, it's not necessarily these two's forte, but I don't know, I'm just a big fan. And also, like Wool, big fan of them. They're great lads, and they're just really sound as well. So yeah, excited for those two.
And although you're missing it, was there any bands on the radar?
So, to be honest, I hadn't really had a look at the lineup too much. So, I've been a bit busy, so
yeah, he knew what his head was at.
I'll just agree with him.
To
But,
be fair, a lot of the time we end up just sort of for events like this. I'll be honest, a lot of them I've never heard before, but we end up just wandering around and watching whoever's on. If it's any sort of day festival, that's usually the case. But obviously, we have to shoot up.
That's when you find the new stuff you love. Do you know what I mean? Like that's why Stockton Corin's amazing. I don't know if you've ever been, Aaron, but honestly, like it's all these bands. You've got your main headliners that you'll probably know, but like the best time is during the day when you just wander between all these like six to seven venues, and and literally you'll just find your next favorite band, and like you're like, whoa, like where have these been? Like, and then all of a sudden you're a big fan, and that's when you start going to their gigs. Like, do you know what I mean? That's how the industry should be.
Expanding on that though, when we play these events, I quite like the earlier slots because like a lot of the people who come to watch us are sober, so they can remember. But then by the time we've like finished and we've packed up and we can like put all our gear like away at home or like back into our practice room, and then we come back to the like festival, and if it's like local, and then we can then be just part of the crowd, support local like artists, and then also get sloshed with the rest of our fans.
It's economically beneficial to play earlier because then you get drinks for free.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan, especially after what you just said. So.
But then again, it is good playing headline because like when you're on that stage, it's like the majority of the people have come to watch like you, and it just makes you feel brilliant, doesn't it?
Good man, good.
Thank you for your time today.
No problem at all. Pleasure to be, Aaron.
Look out for end credits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Nice one.
I don't know.